Okay, we live, it's lit. What's up, everybody? It's your boy June 5th, June Money, and I'm back with another one, man. I'm back with a Barbershop Talk, episode 2. Shotgun bullets through the window. Life without the possibility of parole. AKA never coming home, bro. Never coming home, right? What I need y'all to do is subscribe to this channel, man. Subscribe to the Jihad World 504 channel. That's gonna be the name of the channel for now. We're gonna change the handle in 12 more days or 11 more days, but for right now, the handle to the channel is at Jihad World 504. Please subscribe to that channel. We're gonna have all the content on that channel. We're gonna have all the live streams on that channel. Okay. Somebody just entered. Oh, that's Jihad. Okay. God, bro.
Yo,
Yeah. I'm just getting everything together. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, my brother. How about you?
I'm good. Hanging in, man. Hanging in.
No, that's
Um.
right.
Yeah. Okay. There go Doug. All right. Trails. How you doing, Doug?
Going on, Mike?
I'm
You know me,
chilling,
I'm
bro. I'm
trying.
chilling, man. Chilling, man.
You gotta change the background.
Yeah. Nah, I'm doing it right now. Bro.
Hey, yo, if I
Chilling,
wanted
man.
to interact with the chat, how do you do that?
Said what?
If I want to interact, because I can't see the comments. If I wanted to interact with it,
Okay. Yeah, I seen people was getting mad at the comments. Some comments we going to be able to see. Some comments we not going to be able to see. It all depends. You feel me? But we still appreciate everybody who come through, regardless. We appreciate it, bro. Jihad. Hold on 1 second.
did you see that?
See what?
I said, "What's up?"
Who said what's up?
I did on the comments. Did you see it?
Nah. Hey, Jihad, you not logged into the channel.
No, I'm
You
not.
logged in. Nah, you logged into your regular channel right now.
Let me back out.
Yeah, log out of this one. Well, unless you want me to do it. June had no how. Yeah, right. I'm on my phone, little dog. Stay in the comments, little bruh. Stay in the comments, little bruh.
All right, all right.
Just be a hater. Just be a hater. We need your hate. It's love. It's love and hate at the same time. So just be a
Yeah.
hater.
Can you hear me?
You
Right? You
feel
hear me good?
me? Yeah, I hear you, bro. I
All
can
right.
hear you. That's good. That's good. We got the
And
background up. What's next? What June got to do next, man? What June got to do next? What y'all want to hear? Applause or something? Or clap for June, bro.
you let me up if I hit the link.
You feel me? Like, come on, bro.
Let's see.
Stop playing with me. All right, chill.
Uh,
Okay.
just waiting
Then
for
you
Jihad.
all feel you let me up if I hit the link. I don't really need to. Biddy the Bitcoin man. What's up, dude? Contact address. Okay. What's up, Bitcoin man? Mascot Moon. Come on, Jihad. Nah, Doug. I see what you just did, Doug. You gotta hit the regular comments. You just hit the private chat.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. You gotta hit the regular comments. Yep. I'm gonna listen for 15 minutes, see what y'all got going on. Okay. Yeah, we just waiting for Jihad to come through. This guy right here, he had life without parole in Arkansas prison. He got an interesting story. He was locked up with Jihad. They built a relationship. We just talking about the mindset of somebody who ended up with life, somebody who ended up in a crazy situation. You see what I'm saying? On
Yeah.
this channel, I like to talk about the prison system. I like to talk about what's going on in the streets, things like that. I be having interviews going on. I interviewed A warden. Okay, there go Jihad. Oh, that is okay. Do you see it? It should be in the top right corner, Jihad. Top right corner.
Let me see.
It should be a blue button that says "Stream this to your channel." It should
Nah, I
be in the
don't see it.
top right corner. Nah, you don't see it.
Mm-mm.
All right, trails. You could just
You can
start
run
it
it.
up. You could just start it up though, Jihad. I got you.
All right, so Akbar, I met Akbar in 2013. We was at Bowling Unit together, and I met him like in like 13 barracks or something like that. I think it was 13. So I met him in 2013. Well, Akbar been locked up since 1981, right? Um, got a murder charge in North Little Rock, I believe, or North Little Rock or West Little Rock or whatever like that. Southwest Little Rock, I'm sorry, Southwest Little Rock. So Akbar been there since 1981. You know what I'm saying, on the murder charge. He shot uh, his ex-girlfriend, I guess current boyfriend at the time, shot him with a shotgun. So, you ask yourself, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, how that went down. So
Uh-huh.
Akbar broke down the story to me, how it went down. Okay. So he said that he had an altercation or whatever with the ex-girlfriend, whatever like that, and she was already dating the dude or whatever. And of course, he, say he's been drinking and stuff like that. I guess he still had feelings or whatever. But anyhow, the way it went down was that the lady and their child was living, you know, with each other or whatever like that. The
Right.
lady and the child and her current boyfriend at the time, which is the person that got deceased, which they were staying in South Little Rock, Southwest Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? This was like September 22nd, 1980. You feel me? And so this has been a long, long time ago. He's been in prison for what, over 50 some years at this point now, or whatever. So anyway, at this time when I met Akbar in 2013, Akbar was already doing. He already did like, I would say like 40. I say 42 to 44 years already at this point, right? Good brother, good dude. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much my mom age, you hear me?
Uh-huh.
So um so Akbar been in there since 81, and at this time, like I say, he did 40 some years. So me and him built a good relationship up. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to sleep right next to me in the next rack or whatever like that, because it was like a barracks. It was like a barracks. It was like 50, 60 people in this barrack. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they had bays just lined up. They had like a little upstairs part and a downstairs part. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And so we was upstairs together. You feel me? Or whatever. It's like kind of upstairs, but it's really like a few steps, whatever. Anyway, so we got to get to know each other. I used to sleep next to him and shit. So every day, because Akbar one of the ones that like he really standoffish. Like, he done so much time to what he pretty much seen it all. You feel me? And me being young at the time, I guess he must have thought I was on that dumb shit. You feel me? And at the time I wasn't. You feel me? I was changing myself, maturing. So we
Uh-huh.
started creating a bond. You feel me? So as we creating this bond, you know what I'm saying? We started to talk more, things like that. That's how I found out about his, what he did to get in there. Now, so we everywhere together, you know what I'm saying? So I looked it up to him. He was like a father figure to me, you know, or whatever like that. So that
Mhm.
that meant a lot. You feel what I'm saying? and he in the Islamic community, so that was another bond that we shared too, or whatever. And so as we got to get to know each other more and more and more, our bond was pretty much unbreakable. You heard me? So anyway, he taught me a lot of things. You feel me? And I remember he used to always say, "Man, one of these days, I'm gonna get out of here." He used to always say that, right?
Right.
So, and in my mind, I'm thinking, you got life, so like, how is that possible? You feel me? But of course, I didn't say anything like that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I know I had an outdate. I know I had an outdate. So that's whatever. I couldn't imagine doing a life sentence. You feel me? So, like I said, we built that bond or whatever like that. And he used to always say that. You dig what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about that is that meeting somebody like him in that situation in that time, because I was going through a lot of things in my head too. You feel me? And I was running wild and stuff like that. So
Wait,
Akball, he was a huh?
no, I got a question real quick. So, you said like when you first met him, you was like young and wild, and you was like kind of angry or whatever, right?
Yeah,
But he got life or whatever.
right.
So what was he like? Was he wasn't angry? He wasn't mad. Like what was his temperature like?
Akball was a very, very docile person, like very laid back, right? Nah,
Okay.
he very smart too though. Very smart, you
Mhm.
heard me? So it's like
Mhm.
his the way he is, his demeanor, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like he was like the chill. You'll never know he had a life sentence. You'll never know that.
Okay.
You
Okay.
heard me?
Okay. Yeah. I
Okay.
was gonna ask you, did you ever talk to him about what happened when he first got life? Like at his sentencing, was he mad as hell? Did he cry? Cause I know I'd have.
But
What, bro? Yeah.
from what he told me that like he was at the time he was like 29, right? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? At the time he was like 29 or something like that. You feel me? And so he said he was still out there, doing what he was doing or whatever. And he never told me directly that he did it. You feel me? But he kind of told me he did it. You feel what I'm saying? I think
Okay.
he felt embarrassed of doing that. You heard me?
Yeah.
So I guess he didn't want to like tell me that because maybe I look at him different, or because at this time I didn't know what he was in there for until he told me.
Okay, so you saying he felt embarrassed because he actually committed murder or because it was over a female?
I would say that from what he said, that he really couldn't see himself doing a life sentence.
Okay, because he got life.
Yeah, he
Okay.
got life.
Yeah. Nah, that is hard to tell somebody, bro. I know they say like a lot of inmates don't talk about their time until you ask them, or maybe they'll come out. I mean, not till you ask them, until they speak on it. You get what I'm saying? So it was kind of like one of those situations. Like he was just talking about it, or you just ask them randomly.
Well, he never talked about his case because he always was like working on it or whatever,
Right.
trying to find loopholes pretty much, right?
Oh, trying to find a
He was
loophole.
trying to find a
Got you.
loophole because his appeals had like they give you a certain amount of time to do appeals. You feel me?
Hmm.
And once that statute time go by, you can't do it. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? There's certain paperwork that you got to fill out and fill it out correctly because any error or anything like that is gonna automatically get denied, right?
Yeah. Of course.
And he lost the appeal thing. He lost all that. So now he's trying to find a loophole. Like new laws come up or a law that nobody didn't understand at the time or stuff like that.
Hmm.
So he's always like working on his paperwork. He really never talked about it,
Yeah.
but because I never really brought it up. But then again, it's like I asked him like small little questions and details and shit about it.
Yeah, that's a hard question to bring up, bro. You know, once you find out somebody got all that time, you don't even really want to question them, but you still gonna be curious about it. You
Right,
feel me?
right, right.
But
Mm-hmm.
I could just imagine going to jail at 29 years old, like, and just finding out that you got life, bro. Like, you never coming home again. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? Like, I know the story of Fleece Johnson. He was like 14. I mean, he was like 17 when he went to jail, and he was saying like, oh, he never got to touch a woman, this, that, and the third until he
right.
got out, which is crazy. But in this situation, he got to actually be with a woman. So now you got to live with his thoughts, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
So I want to know, like, did he ever talk to you about that? Like, did he ever speak to you about women?
Oh
And
yeah,
if he
yeah, yeah,
did,
definitely, definitely.
okay, okay.
See,
And what was he like?
Akbar,
What did he talk about? Yeah.
Akbar, old school convict, I would say, right? You know how what people would understand. You feel me? As far as in a correctional, standpoint. You feel me? You're old school convict. So um, they used to have a lot of female guards, whether they work by the chow hall or working on the door, or he was slick. Like he was so
Okay.
slick to where he'd have them do favors for him, but it wasn't nothing illegal. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Like he was like the women love talking to him. He just got that aura. You feel me? He just got that aura about himself. You feel what I'm saying? He an old school convict, so he been around. You feel me? Several people throughout the years. You feel me? He's seen people die. He's seen people this, all that type of stuff. So he's seen a lot, right? And by him being from Little Rock, which is a wild place itself, you feel me? And so yeah, he was out there wilding. You feel me? And yeah, he definitely with the females though. Yeah, Akbar can always talk to a woman and them. Believe that.
Man, how was his mental though?
Akbar mental, to
Yeah.
me, if I had to describe his mental was like I don't know, brother. It was like in his mind, he's not doing life.
Okay.
We got this saying that we always told each other. You feel me? We used to always say the saying, and it's even, you know, we said it, outside when I got out of prison or whatever. We still say the saying to the day. We always say 1968.
Uh,
And if you know, you know. A lot of people, in the black community, they know what that means. Well, some of them do, maybe not. But we used to always have that saying, you know what I'm saying? So
I just couldn't imagine. I mean, I was in there for a week, and then I can imagine going life.
yeah, he
Yeah.
he he just I don't know, man. It's a lot of people that I've been around like him, like knew them personally or whatever and stuff. And some of them they'll talk freely about it. And they'll have something to say it is what it is, but Akbar always had that strongness about him, you hear me? Like he always
Um,
had that, you know what I'm saying? So he never showed his weakness though. He never did that.
yeah.
So man,
Okay. So I'm about to pull up the laptop. I just got back. All right. So,
And another
all right.
thing
Let's
about
get to.
Akbar,
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
another thing about him is that he always like he the one that taught me how to read people, especially in prison. You dig what I'm saying? It's like we'll sit on a rack sometimes, we'll be looking and we can he taught me how to pinpoint certain people movements when they move, when they go take a shower, when they go to work, when they go here. Like
uh,
he'll tell you, he'll be like at 5 o'clock, such and such, he gonna go put his stuff on the rack, he gonna grab his clothes, he gonna knock on the door and go to the shower. Exactly at 5 o'clock. He used to teach me shit like that. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like he knew how people move. He knew their schedule. You hear me?
He taught you how to jail. He taught you how to chill out.
Yeah, he told me how to watch everything. Like, I mean, the man been locked up almost 50 years at this point. You feel me? Now it's
Mm-hmm.
been more than that, but yeah.
All right, so at this time, I don't know if you want to say how much time you had to go, but basically, you didn't have life, obviously. But at this time, you thinking like, how I'm gonna get through this prison sentence, blah blah blah, or he just seen that you needed guidance and he just helped you out.
Can I say that again?
Oh
Like
boy.
at this time, you thinking like, oh, how am I gonna get through this prison sentence, blah blah blah, or is he just looking at you, observing you, and then saying to himself, well, I need to help him out, bro, because he ain't gonna make it at this pace. Like
Well,
what was it? Yeah.
well, to answer that is like I said, we created a bond, so he was like a father
Mhm.
figure. You feel me? Now,
Mhm.
did we do certain things together, like getting cigarettes? Well, he didn't smoke cigarettes. He liked to smoke weed every now and then. You dig what I'm saying? Every
Okay.
every now and then. And I only seen him do it one time, where I was kind of surprised. But anyway, it is what it is, right? You know.
Yeah.
But at the
Okay.
same
Okay.
time, like I said, he was like a father figure to me. So it's like I wasn't I wasn't worrying about anything around me really, because I was already like I ain't gonna say built for that, but I was already
Mhm.
expecting whatever came with that. Like you feel me? So I wasn't too worried. But
Right.
with him though, like we were so tight to where we were so tight to where like we our schedule was damn near the same. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And like
Okay.
me and him talked about a lot. Like he taught me a lot of things, man. I'm gonna put it like that. He taught me a lot of life shit. Like it changed my whole perception on life type. You feel me? As the person that's
Mhm.
doing life.
Yeah. No, that add up. That add up. All right. So, hey, Doug, you still here, Doug? Maybe not.
Yeah,
All right, Doug.
I just muted because I was
No,
doing
no,
this
you
vacuuming.
good.
Yeah.
You good. All right. Now, I just wanted to ask you a few questions about this topic real quick. Then I'll just get back to Jihad.
Yeah, yep.
All right. So, being being around in the '80s or whatever, and did you ever see any situations like this, bro? Did you ever see somebody shoot somebody over a female and get a lot of years in prison? Cause I know you never been to prison, right?
Nah. I've been locked up and never in prison.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did you see any situations like this? Have you ever been in any situations like this?
I haven't seen nobody, but I was about to do it, and
You
we
said
already
you
went
was
through.
about to be one.
Yeah, because but I was married though because man,
Okay.
when I found out who she was cheating with, I had that 45 in my hand. I think, and she came in the door at the, and see that's why I never. We used to see this stuff on TV, and you be saying like, man, I can't see how they do that, but when you in it and
Mm-hmm.
you hurt and you angry and you're in that mindset, you blank out and you don't care.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
you're going through an emotional trauma, and all you want to do is eliminate them because you hurt. You know what I
He
mean?
said eliminate him.
So that's what
Nah,
I
you
that's
right.
what I was doing when I was in the crib and I was pacing back and forth with the 4 pound in my hand. I think if she'd have came at the door at that time, I think she would have got it. But I got a phone call and my homie talked me out of it. But then I snapped out and I realized like, man, I could have been in jail for life for double homicide. But as far as
Nah, you
seeing
right,
somebody,
bro.
I seen people get beat up, packed out over a girl, jump. I
Yep.
mean stuff like that, but never
Mm-hmm.
seen nobody get killed. I know over a female.
Over a female, yeah. Nah, that's a
Yeah,
serious situation right there.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, he must have really been in love with her, bro, to do something like that, bro. Know what I'm saying? But still, at the same time, I feel like you gotta practice moving on. You gotta practice saying, you know what, she's just not the one for me, or you gonna end up doing something like this. You get what I'm saying?
But it, but
But
it to me it will make. I guess now looking back, like and she's willingly doing it. I know because sometimes they can fake it like um they say I ain't mean to do it and stuff like that or do this. I didn't know she was with nobody. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But if she's willingly doing it and it's been going on for a while,
Right.
and I'm just gonna leave
Bingo.
because it ain't worth it. I'm just gonna
Nah,
pack my stuff and bounce. And it's a shame
nah,
because
it's not worth it.
you got kids involved. It hurt the kids, but I can't be around. I mean, I still take care of my kids, but I can't be around her no more. I'm gone.
Yeah, nah, I'm
Yeah,
going. That's
yeah,
the
that's
best
what.
way to do it. Especially you
Yeah,
can't handle it. She don't want to be with you no more. It's like, nah, man.
I'm out.
I don't even want to find out if she still want to be with me. To be honest, bro, I'm going.
Straight up.
I'm going. I'm going.
Mm.
Cause
So
I'm not
I'm
trying to
gone,
end up
man.
in this situation.
Uh,
like I was,
facts.
it's crazy because with
Yeah,
Akbal,
yeah.
Akbal had a child with this woman.
Mm. Okay. 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 He had a child with her.
He got a child. He got a child with the woman that
That's
he once
deep.
dated, right?
Yeah, that's deep.
And the child was pretty much in the house when he did that
Wow.
with the new boyfriend.
Okay, so she foul. She extra foul. She in the crib with his kid and the
But he
dude.
he don't live
Uh
there.
huh.
But Akbar don't live there though.
Okay, so they broke up.
Yeah. They broke up. Yeah, they broke up.
Wow. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so he definitely let his emotions get to him. He let his emotions get to him in this situation.
Yeah. At the end of the day, he did. At the end of the day, he did. You know what I'm saying? And like speaking about his character, Akbar was a rep.
Hmm.
He different. You feel me? And it's like he pretty much like a father that I lost, just in a different situation.
Right.
You feel what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying?
I mean, the Akbar that you know today. If he could go back and change it, you think he would have handled it different from the 29-year-old that was in this situation?
Mm. Yeah, I most definitely think that he wouldn't have did that though. I most definitely think he wouldn't have did that. But alcohol was involved, and
Okay. Substance,
probably
substance
a couple
abuse.
of other things too. You feel what I'm saying? But he
Right,
didn't
right.
tell me that. But alcohol definitely was involved though.
Yeah, I mean it's the '80s. You feel me? So it
Right,
could have been a couple of. You feel me?
right,
But
fact.
yeah, I'm
But yeah, though. Um, y'all good?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here.
Yeah, but like I said, Akbar was a different. He was a different dude. You know what I'm saying? And then what amazed me, you heard me, is that he been in there so like he was in prison before I was born. You feel me? He had already did uh 6, 7 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Before I came into this world, you hear me?
okay. So this how the website go in Arkansas, right?
Yup,
You
most
could, I
definitely.
guess, you could send him money. I guess you
All
could
that.
call him on. You could call him on the phone. Okay, you said his birthday 1956, so he like 70 something.
Well, he
Is
about
this the
70 yeah, he about 70.
he about 70? He looking cool. He got the Ray Bans on. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this the facility you met him in Varner Unit.
Born in Unit. That's a level 4 prison in the state of Arkansas. In
Okay.
Grady, Arkansas. It's like close. I ain't gonna say close, but close to the Mississippi. I would say that it's probably like I don't know a few hours away, but it's close to Mississippi, like straight farmland. And it's another prison that's on the same form as that called Cummins unit. But that's why I meant Akbar at Vona unit. It's a Supermax
Okay.
grade.
Mm-hmm. Okay. About 180 pounds. Tall dude, 6'4", or is that 64 inches? Okay.
Yeah, he is 6'4".
Um, like 6 feet, basically. Like 5'10", something like that. Okay, look at his charges. Okay, so he been in prison before, right?
Jack. No, no, that was his first time. All that right there,
Yeah.
all that right there was all pretty much together
Oh,
in a
all
sense.
of this happened in the same incident.
Kind of sort of because you got to think, you know what I'm saying? Like he been there since like, you know, in the early 80s or whatever like that. But it's like, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Uh the theft by receiving and stuff like that. Like all they
Right.
really put all them cases together because some of them was still pending.
Okay, he had pending cases, and then they just put it all together.
Which was the
Got you.
theft receiving, which was the theft, the theft, you know, by
By
receiving.
receiving. Right.
Right,
And
right.
then the first degree murder charge is what got him to life.
Yes,
That's
yes,
crazy situation. Crazy
yes.
situation.
You can see a
Okay,
different
so
thing, all that.
wow, they got disciplinary. I wish they had this in Alabama, boy.
Yep.
Oh man,
After
possession
a
of
person,
manufactured. Yo,
after
explain
13
these to me, bro.
years,
What is
what's
these?
up? Would they say possession of manufacturing contraband?
Yeah, what's that? Like
That
a knife?
that can be it could be that it could be drugs, it could be anything that's pretty much illegal in prison, especially drugs, alcohol, weapons, shit like that. So it could have been any one of them.
But he don't give a damn. Okay, so out of place assignment, like he was in a dorm that he wasn't supposed to be in.
That or he was somewhere in the prison where he wasn't supposed to be.
Okay, okay. And then refusal to submit. We already know what that is. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to take it. Then
That
under the
goes
influence.
that goes with the contraband. You hear me?
Okay, so insolence to a staff member. What's that? Like gunning?
No, no. Insolence is more like pretty much like in Arkansas. It's like you going against the staff.
Okay, okay. Got you. I got you.
Now
Okay, so you took a few programs. Yeah, go
after
ahead.
so many years, after so many years, some disciplinaries falls off, depending what it is. But it falls off after so many years though.
Yeah. At the time you was in prison, you was smoking and stuff like that, or nah, you just wait till you came home.
Actually, I I smoked weed one time
Yeah.
right before I went home. Uh, and at one point, like in 2013, I was getting cigarettes.
Hmm.
I was smoking a
I mean,
few of them, shit like that, but I was selling them too though. So
right, right. So I mean, what do they give you for that? Like if you get caught smoking weed or something, they give you an extra charge, bro, or do they just
I mean, they're
or
gonna
do
charge you
they
with drugs. First of all, they're gonna charge you with that, and your ass is going to lockdown. I mean, you going to the supermax.
yeah, I could understand you going to lockdown, but they gonna give you an outside charge just for you smoking some weed in there, bro. Like
No,
that's
no,
crazy.
no, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Now,
Oh,
if you got
uh-huh.
drugs, like we
Yeah,
ain't talking about like you got a little weed. They ain't tripping about that. They gonna write your ass up, send your ass to the hole. You dig what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And you go to
Okay,
disciplinary
okay,
court.
that's cool. I mean, that's not cool, but that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
but I mean, somebody who got life, why would they care, right?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's like I'm in here
In a
forever
sense,
anyway, so
in a
shit.
sense, in a sense.
I'm gonna get my shit off. You feel me? Okay, okay. So, we got past that. We got past that. All right. So he took some programs. I see.
Uh
He
huh.
took anger management and substance use intervention in 2021. Um, what he's taking these programs, hopefully for the possibility of getting parole, or that's still out. Like he never gonna get parole or nothing.
Honestly, all right, how the programs work, how the programs work in Arkansas, right? With somebody like him, with somebody like him, that it wouldn't matter because once you got life in Arkansas or life without, especially, but if you got life in Arkansas though, there ain't no
Yeah,
chance you're not getting it.
you're not
Like,
getting out.
no, no, there's no possibility. Like life is life in Arkansas.
Yeah.
So them programs really doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. He probably did that. Uh, he probably did that to I don't know,
Yeah.
do it because he ain't got nothing to do or you know
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. But at the same time, as far as him getting out, them programs means nothing.
Probably just to pass some time. Probably trying to work on
Oh,
himself in there.
that what I'm saying. That maybe he did that because if they like sometimes they'll make you take certain programs. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? Sometimes you just it's on you. But with somebody with life though, they ain't it's a lot of people that's done it that I know, but really
Mm-hmm.
it don't matter. It don't count toward.
Right. It don't count towards nothing. So a lot of people just like, man, I ain't doing that.
Right, right.
Like, okay, I can see if you had like 10 years or something, and it probably help you get it down to like 8 or 7. I could see that. You feel me? But did you take any programs when you was in there?
I took a few.
Okay, okay. And this if this too policey, bro, then you don't gotta answer it, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Was Akbar in the gang, or was he active? Did he fall under like the Muslim card or the Christian card, or they don't have cards in there like that?
No, they definitely got that. Akbar was never in no game.
Okay,
He never was
okay,
in no
not
gang.
the gang
You know what
member.
I'm saying? He definitely was in a Muslim cult, but you gotta understand, like he also
He,
before he went to prison, he was already that before he went to prison.
he was already a Muslim.
Yep.
Yeah, I should already knew that. His name Akbar.
So he was already that.
Hmm. Okay, so that on that level, that's where y'all connected at.
Well, not just that. You know what I'm saying? Not just that. We both educated ourselves on a lot of things. I knew a lot of things. You know what I'm saying, and shared with him and vice versa. But now we could, like I say, man, it was a brotherhood.
Hmm.
You feel me? And like
Hmm.
we just embraced each other like that. You hear me?
Right,
So
right.
at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, it
I
was
mean,
like,
I see
you know,
that he got. Yeah, go ahead.
it was a good bond though. Like we just met on some real nigga shit though. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know, fuck, he was just old enough to be my pops type shit. You feel me? And
Hell yeah.
that's kind of the bond that we had though. That's just how it was. That's life.
What's up, Blue? What's up, Blue? All right, so like I see he caught a violent charge, but he don't have no violent disciplinary reports or no violent, like he don't got no blades or none of that. So like did he get into any fights? Did he get into it with any other inmates, or he just mostly like chilling in there?
Nah, so you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Akbar already did all that shit. His name already rang bells and shit, right? He an old convict.
Right.
He been
Right.
locked
So he
down
don't
since the
gotta do
'80s.
none of that.
No, everybody know what it is, and I mean he already been through the dumb shit, so he ain't gonna
Right.
have a you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna have that or he ain't gotta do none of that.
He don't gotta do none of that.
He ain't gotta do none of that. And he been in every prison in the state of Arkansas.
Right. Everybody know him in there. He got life, so he been in there for years. He known through the jails. He known through the prison.
Yeah, because you know you can get shipped off. You can get shipped off. Like I got shipped twice. You feel what I'm saying? I got
Mm.
shipped twice, so you can get shipped. You know, at any given time, you just never know. They don't have to tell you. But old convict like him, since he been at
Yeah.
where he been so long, they not gonna mess with him. You hear me?
Well, you could get
And
shipped for what though?
I
Like they
mean,
just gonna randomly ship you, or it's like you gotta be doing something, and they like, nah, bro, you can't be here.
it could be that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you causing an issue and you an issue to the staff too, and the inmates, like they gonna get your ass up out of there real quick. Now,
Yeah.
sometimes you just get shipped off, but they mainly ship you, get you up out of there if you infiltrate the security or you just
Mm.
wilding out.
Right.
Feel me? Yeah, so
Mhm.
Akbar seen it all, man, and like, you know, and by me being in there, being around him, you know what I'm saying? It's like people, CEOs and shit that been working there for like 20, 30 years know who Akbar is.
Yeah,
You
they
heard
all
me?
know him. The staff, everybody cool with him. So
Yeah.
it's
So
really no
like
issue.
he ain't caused no issue. Now back in the day, yeah, he was stepping on shit, they say. Now I wasn't
Mhm.
around, of course, but yeah, he was stepping on shit. You feel me? That's how he was back in the day.
Okay.
And he didn't brag about it. He ain't had to because everybody else already know. Yeah, like when Akbar, everybody know Akbar. Believe that, everybody.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. He seemed like a solid dude, man. You feel me?
Yeah,
And then
he
he
very.
ran.
I ain't gonna, I don't say it about too many people, but Akbar probably one of the realest dudes I ever met,
Nah, I could imagine. All right,
especially in an
so
environment like that. You hear me? So yeah,
yes. All right, so I want to get into this real quick because we hitting the hour mark. Then I'll speak more on Doug, involve Doug in it. All right, so
mm,
boom, right? These letters.
yeah,
You can see the letters. I want to talk about the letters, bro. You feel me? What would y'all? This was after you got out of prison, right? When you
yeah,
writing
yeah,
them,
yeah.
or this is communication when they sent you off to another prison and you couldn't be around.
No, this when I got out
Okay.
over the
And what
years.
would y'all be talking about? Y'all still be talking about mostly the same stuff y'all been talking about, or catching up on what's happening in the prison. You don't
Now
got to tell everything.
he don't, and bro, he don't talk about like what's going on in prison because I'm not trying to hear it, and he not that type of guy anyway. You feel me? You know, he helped
Right.
me keep my spirits up, and I was on the outside. But it's a whole lot of things we talked about, a whole lot of things, like a whole lot of shit. You feel me? And that's over the years. You feel me? So it's like we still have contact with each other. You hear me?
Hmm. So that's basically what it was. You just writing home to him. I mean, he writing to you, blah blah blah. You keeping in contact with him, just making sure he good in there. And he
Yeah,
making sure
yeah.
you good on the outside.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them letters got power in it. You feel me?
Hell yeah,
Like,
hell yeah,
like that's you know what I'm saying? Because I remember, you feel me? That's where I once was. You feel what I'm saying? And
yeah, yeah.
if you look
I
at
heard
his
a lot of.
DOC,
Mhm.
if you look at his DOC number since the prison opened, he was the 77,000 person to be an inmate. Which we call it. That's how the DOC numbers in Arkansas is right there. That's 77,524. So he was the 77,524 inmates.
That's crazy, bro. He been in there that long, bro.
And right now, Arkansas numbers like at 18 now. 18? Yeah, I think they're in the 18s right now. Because I got a
Yeah,
brother
I
that's
was
in the
born in
Arkansas prison
'93,
too.
so he was in prison
That's the
way
80s.
before I was born.
Yeah, that's the 80s number. So in
That's
prison, you know,
crazy.
when you look at somebody's number, you can tell how long they've been in here.
Right, right.
You feel me? Because that number gonna tell it all. So you look at
Mhm.
Akbar number, Akbar got an 80s number. So y'all people look at that like, man, he an old convict. They got dudes in there with a 0 number.
You can keep it real, bro. Like, did he ever have any like down moments, like where he was like, "Yo, bro, I wish I could get out," or he never really talked like that. He just rolling with the punches.
Akbar did had his down moments. He did. I seen it. You know, I definitely seen it. There's days that, you know, I can tell his nerves is bad. You feel me? I can tell, you know. And he didn't
Right.
tolerate the young, you know, the wild ends in there. But what we was the barrack we was in, it was mostly older dudes, which it was a blessing to me because I can't be around that foolishness anyway, especially during time because I'm gonna crash out at that time. You feel me? So I was around a lot of older dudes that did a lot of time. You feel me? A lot of dudes in that barrack either had life sentences, long sentences, meaning like 20, 30 years. Some of them had 40 pieces. You know, I think besides myself, they had a couple of dudes in there like was on like a 5 year, 10 year bid type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be around the young dudes neither, bro. But that's how I am on the streets, though. Like, I usually chill with the older guys, even if they like 4 or 5 years older than me. That's usually my crowd. I never really hang with people that's my age, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And in prison, you can go 2 ways. You know what I'm saying? You can go the dumb way, or you can try to go over here and do your daily thing, mind your business, and keep trucking. You know what I'm saying? There's only two ways you can go. You can't play both. You feel me? And
Right.
Akbar, like I said, he done all that time, and I was able to, you know, get to know a person like that. And he ain't the only person I know, but he the only person that I met in prison. Like I say, it's like a father figure to me. So you feel me? Because he seen me crashing out. He seen me crashing out in the beginning. So it was a reason why we met because I had a job at the vegetable plant. You feel me? And he was a barrack porter. So the job that I had went to that barracks because they had dudes in that barracks that work at that job. You understand what I'm saying? So the barracks is separated by what kind of job you got. You feel me?
Right.
And then you got class 4 barracks, meaning you wilding out, you ain't got no like you restricted pretty much. You know what I'm saying? When you class 4, you feel me? That means you ain't got no phone calls. The only thing you can do is get mail and child anything else. Now you can't do it. Some of them don't go outside.
Yeah, I know Cartoon said that mail is very important to the inmates, man. Like when that mail come,
You gotta have
that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
They go crazy over that mail. All right, so what I was gonna ask you next.
Yeah, them
Hold
letters,
on.
man.
Yeah,
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 man.
go
We
ahead.
co- we correspond. We correspond a lot. You feel me? He'll call me on the phone sometimes or whatever like that. Cause now they got tablets and shit in there now. They ain't had none of that shit when I was there, but they can correspond a little more easier. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely correspond like that though. So you know,
That's for shit, sure, bro. Okay, so when
that
he
mail is definitely important though. That mail, you'll get hurt over that mail, bro. Like when they say mail call. Everybody like go to the door. Even people that don't get mail, they still trying to go. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, right? But
yeah,
when they call mail call, how they do in Arkansas, you dig what I'm saying? Especially at
mhm,
morning, you hear me? And
right.
everybody will rush to the door and just stand around the CO and let them call their letters out type shit. So I didn't seen a dude, you know, didn't get a letter or whatever like that, and he crashed out.
He
What it do? What it
crashed
do?
out. What's up, Facts? How
What's
you
good
doing,
with it?
brother?
What's good with it? Man, doing great, man. Doing great. How about y'all, man?
How you doing,
Yeah,
brother?
doing good. It's good to hear from you. You know Akbar,
Who?
the Akbar, the guy we talking about. You was locked up in Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. You don't know this guy?
Sound
You never
familiar?
came across. Okay, okay. But
I see y'all talking
did
about
you know
Arkansas.
any?
I see.
Yep, yep. We talking about Arkansas now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So did you know some people in there who had life or nah? You didn't. You wasn't
Yeah, I
on that
did. I
side.
did. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them
What was
been
them
there since
guys
the
like?
70s.
Mm.
Say it
Yep,
again.
he was in there. Nah, I was saying, what was those guys like?
Man, some of them were some cool dudes, man. I never really seen any of them. You know, the ones that be locked down a lot. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that I didn't see. You know, pretty
Right.
much. I was around people that was in there for life, but the thing is, they did all the time that they was locked in for a long time for. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like lockdown. Maximum security and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And started being around people like me, because the one people that got the short time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hold on. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. That's
Trying to
Jihad.
see. Yeah. I see.
Okay.
Oh, you said this Jihad?
Yeah, Jihad up here. Yep.
Yeah.
And Dub.
You was locked up in Arkansas?
Yeah, I was at Varner with Akbar.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah, I was at
You know
Varner.
you know this guy right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's like a father figure to me, brother.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What part? Okay. How long you did, man?
See, I only did like 2 years.
Just 2 years?
Yeah, I had a 4 year sentence. Then I went up from the board the first time, got denied, and then I went up the second time and made it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, for sure, man. Damn.
Yeah, because at the time Arkansas law was like you could do 2 months on a year. It was
Yep.
crazy, right? You could do
Mm-hmm.
2 months on a year. So if you got 5 years, you can walk out that motherfucking 6 to 8 months type shit. Long as
Yep.
it ain't no like heavy felony. Like if it's a violent crime, that shit don't apply.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you
Right.
this. Did you know this guy named what's it called? Because he was in there too. What's it called? Dang. Toon.
Tune,
Not cartoon, but Toon.
maybe. Is he from Little Rock?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was locked up in there with you.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah,
I think
because he
yeah.
was. Yeah, me and him grew up together, man. Because he was from North Little Rock, but what I'm saying he moved, he left early, like, because I knew him when I was real young, and then he left and hung out with people, and he went out there in Little Rock and started living out there and shit when he in high school. I guess he didn't graduate and shit. He was locked up for a long time. He was over there at Alexander, Alexander, right?
Yeah.
Juvenile prison and shit. Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
there, and then they moved him up in there.
What's up, Wobbler? What's going on?
Well, that's crazy.
What's up,
And
Wabba?
what's so
Mhm.
funny about that because
Yeah, Zill.
you
I
know,
don't think they want to let you up.
so what's so funny about that is that a
You
lot
better
of
be
dudes
careful
like
coming that Tingle like
Akbar
that.
from Little
Ain't
Rock.
nothing to play
You know what
with.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
He from Little Rock. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing about
Mhm.
Arkansas prison in general, you feel me? They have a lot of dudes from Little Rock, Pine Bluff, and West Memphis. Off the rip,
Yep.
Little
Yep.
Rock
You're
is the
right.
deepest. They the deepest. You feel me? Little Rock is a
Yeah.
bunch
Yeah.
of Little
You're right.
Rock
Yeah.
niggas. They the
Yeah. The
deepest.
Lil Rock. Yeah. Hey,
Then
you can say no Lil Rock too.
yeah, I mean Little Rock. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Right. Right.
Bluff,
Right.
second. Then you got West Memphis.
Yeah.
They the deep. Anything else, they small. You feel me? So
Hmm.
by me not being from Arkansas, or nothing like that, I'm kind of like by myself type shit. Like, you hear me?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like everybody gonna get in the car, whether they in a gang or they from that city. Because one thing about Arkansas prison, they gonna ride for the city before a
Mm-hmm.
gang.
Right. Exactly.
So if you from Little Rock and this dude from Pine Bluff, yeah, they gonna be
Hmm.
cool. But if shit go down, he gonna jump in that Little Rock car because that's where he come from.
Right. Exactly. I know what
And
you're talking about.
mm-hmm, that's a
Okay, so
fact.
it wasn't really
Yeah.
that much going on the violence tip in there.
Oh man, they called it. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Varner nickname is Gladiator School. I told you it's the Supermax prison.
Right.
So
It's a
I ain't
level
been
four.
around.
You know what I'm saying? It's gladiator school. So it's made to me, it's like a project. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a project. So it's like bust wide open, meaning like everything go down. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people share one gym.
Mm. So
You
that's
feel
where it
me?
really go down at.
And then when you go in the yard, they'll
Yeah.
separate different barracks with different barracks because of shit like that. You feel me? So you
Right.
might have 8, 9, and 10, 12 barracks. No, 8, 9, 10 go in the same yard, right? Then you got 11, 12, 13 go in the same yard. Or you got 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever go in the same yard. You're not going to have that side with the other side. That ain't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much of a
Is
risk.
it like a racial divide in there, or is like it don't matter about race in there?
It does, because, I mean, the black car going to run with the black car. The white's going to run with the white. The Mexican's going to run with that. But it's more blacks in Arkansas State Prison than anything else.
Yeah.
You feel
No,
me?
you
See, he
can't
right
be
about
being
that.
too
When shit go
disrespectful,
down
bro.
with a race thing, he right about that. We gonna stick to our own kind.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. No, of course.
Mhm.
That's a
No,
fact.
I'm just
But
thinking like,
Akbar don't
you
go to,
know,
he never, Akbar didn't go to the yard.
oh, he
He didn't
don't
go to
like
the
going to the
yard.
yard at all.
He don't go to the gym. And I asked him one day, I said, why you don't ever want to go to yard call? Because I'm trying to go get that sun. And he was like, man, he's like, if I'm not free, then what I need to go outside for?
Mm,
He said, that just made me think about that world more. So that's why I don't go outside.
wow. So he just gelling in there, bro. That's crazy.
How
Yeah, he
long
be
he been
working
in
He
there?
on
might not be used to it.
Akbar. Excuse me, Akbar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Akbar been in there since 80, 81, like 81, 83. Like he got locked up in 81, but he got sent to Bona in 83. So he been in there since like, he been locked up since 81.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dang, he
Like
been there for a
40,
long time.
40 some years, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
40
So
plus
you
years,
got
bro.
you gotta imagine, you gotta imagine somebody that you meet, you have a bond with, they got that much time. When you come in, they already did 40 years at this point.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
you have a bond with. It's not somebody that you heard of. It's somebody I slept next to every day.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like we used to rotate so much conversation. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's how I was able to move around a prison so smooth because the guards and shit trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because his name rang bells, been locked up for so long. So every prison in Arkansas he done been to, he done been in Vona, he done been in Cummins, he done been in Tucker, he done been in Riceville, he done been in Calico. You know what I'm saying? He done been in Brickies. Like I could keep naming them. Like you feel me? So
Yeah, I
I
was
was
talking
in
about
my
one
zone
right
though.
here.
Mm-hmm. Riceville is outside of Little Rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you
Just
talking about.
like
Yeah.
Tucker. Yeah. Brickies is like close to Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But Akbar, he ain't like going outside though.
Right, right. Nah, that's a crazy mindset to have, man. I think if I had life, bro, I would at least want to get some fresh air, bro. Like I wouldn't want to be under them prison lights and under them goddamn cold ass prison cells or hot ass prison cells all day. I at least want to go outside for a second, but for him to
Yeah.
say that, bro, I would have been like, damn, bro.
I
You
mean,
feel me?
I couldn't really do nothing about like I'm not gonna lie, we walked the yard a couple of
Mm-hmm.
times. You dig? We'll just make laps. We'll just walk around the yard, just talk. You feel me? And shit like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And whatever like that. Watch niggas play handball and basketball and whatever they doing. Some niggas just chilling. You feel me? But he'll walk the yard with me a few times. But other than that, nah, he ain't go outside. He ain't, definitely not to the gym because you got 1,000 motherfuckers in the gym. I ain't like going to the gym. It was just too many motherfuckers, man. It's too much going on.
Yeah, nah, I get you. I
And
get
you
you. Sometimes
then
I want to go
because you just
home.
can't, yeah, you just can't like at least the yard you can move around, but in the gym, the way Vona gym is, it's like nah, bro, you got like 100 motherfuckers in there, and there's too much going on. It's like you just can't go to the door because what they do, a CO will lock the door.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying, or whatever like that. So it's like if some shit go down, how you gonna get out?
You trapped in there,
Like
basically.
you can't move around. It's too many. You what you gonna do? Like you hear
Nah,
me? So
I don't like
yeah.
that.
But we can dive into Akbar what he did to to whatchamacallit. You dig what I'm saying?
What?
Because he told me this firsthand news.
What?
How
What
he
you did to get in there?
yeah he eventually told me that
The actual story. Yeah, go
the
ahead.
actual story. So actually shit you can pull the paperwork up. It's public.
Okay. Where that's at? Keep
Just
going
type it.
down.
Nah. It's
Okay.
go to type in his name on Google. Type in his name on Google. You feel me? And he say of Little Rock, and his case gonna pop up on Justice USA. Yeah, you will see it. But yeah, though yeah, man, it's a crazy story though. It's a crazy story, bro, and it kind of, dive deeper into, you know, yeah, that is right there. Yup, that's it. We can dissect that thing and everything. You heard me?
Okay. So Gary Fuller was convicted by a jury of first-degree murder and sentenced to life imprisonment. At trial, a statement was given by appellant. Pulaski County Sheriff's Office was introduced into evidence. Appellant's primary connection on appeal is that the trial erred in admitting that the statement into evidence because it was not voluntarily given. Okay, so this is he tried to file for appeal.
Yeah, and just gonna dive deep into the whole shebang, how you got up in that thing, and etc.
Okay, so it says testimony at trial revealed the facts leading up to the murder. Appellant had dated a woman. I'm gonna leave her name out, or I'm gonna call her Miss Miller, for about 4 years, and they had a child. At the time of the murder, Miss Miller and the child were living with Lance Goodson, the man that he shot, right? So then uh, Miss Miller, her house was in Southwest Little Rock. On September 22nd in 1980, he called Miss Miller, wanted to take the child to the fair. It is unclear whether he ever spoke with Miss Miller. However, it is undisputed that he and the deceased got into a heated argument over the phone. Later that evening, Akbar and some of his friends drove over to her house. Akbar got out of the car, taking one of his friend's shotguns with him. He crept up through the bedroom window, saw the deceased man, and fired several rounds. Akbar's friends testified, oh man, they testified on that man.
Oh
I
my.
Akbar,
told you it gets crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying.
they testified on that man.
Keep reading. Let me
Wrong with the
see.
Akbar,
man.
And
For
I
him to
know
do
this
that, man.
firsthand. And I know this firsthand. The reason why I know this firsthand
so
because
they drove there with him,
yeah,
gave him a gun, and testified. What?
yeah, yeah. And I knew this firsthand because we talked about it after a while. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he was working on his you
His
know,
appeal.
he was trying to
You
find
on
loopholes
the
and shit. You
football.
feel me?
I see now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I see why. Because it's like, bruh, y'all part of this too.
Yep.
But I guess that's why they testified so that they
Because they was
wouldn't
there.
get accessory.
It was there. They didn't want to be part. That was like, hey, it was him. You know what I'm saying? Or they trying to get
It's just,
themselves at him because they was there
Right,
with him.
right. Yep.
but
Mm-hmm.
that's goofy because, like Doug said, man, Doug said he's seen people get jumped over females. If he had
Mm-hmm.
a car full of friends, why they ain't just get out and beat on that boy? Like, why would they hand him the gun and then try to come back later and testify, bro? That's weird.
Right.
But
Keep
yeah,
reading. You'll see.
Akbar's friends testified that he came back to the car and told them that he shot Goodson in the head. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Goodson's brother found Goodson dead in the bedroom. The above evidence is clearly sufficient to sustain appellant's conviction. Yeah, no, that's enough to convict him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, September 23rd, 1980, Akbar was questioned concerning the murder but was released. Oh, okay. Then on July 30, 1981, was served with a warrant for murder of the deceased while being held in jail on an unrelated charge. Okay.
So that
Man,
goes back to what I was telling you about the death by receiving. You feel me?
Right. He caught a theft by receiving, and then
Who
they
else?
came back and was like, "Yeah, bro, we charging you with that
Right,
murder
crazy.
that we
right,
question you about."
right.
That's crazy. He was taken to a CID unit for questioning, where he was advised of his rights. He subsequently gave a statement which was written out by an officer but signed by a appellant. Appellant argues that his statement was involuntary and should have been suppressed. This contention is without merit. The applicable law is well settled. If the individual is in custody when a statement is given, the burden is on the state to prove it was a voluntary statement. Okay, so that's the loophole he was trying to say he gave a statement, but it should be suppressed because he didn't give it voluntarily.
Right. That's with the person
See,
conversation. Yep, yep, yep.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
this
I used to watch him do his paperwork.
you watch them go to the law library, see, and
Yeah,
hook
yeah,
it
the
up.
law lib. Yeah, they had a law library in Vona. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. All right, this determination is made based upon the totality of the circumstances at the time the statement was given. On appeal, we review the evidence and make an independent determination as to the issue of the voluntariness. Okay, appellant alleges that his statement was involuntary because of the time of the statement he had been drinking. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and taking blues and teas. What's that? Some
Honestly,
type. Mhm.
I don't know because maybe that's a Little Rock lingo. That's a back in the '80s lingo. Like I don't know. I would consider that. I mean, he was on some type of drug. I would say I don't know. Like it had to be some type of substance type.
Yeah, I know what blues are, but I don't think they had blues back in that time. I don't even know though.
I
I
mean,
know they
shit.
had like Vicodin and shit like that, but I'm not sure if they had actual blues. So it might not be that. But if he's saying he was drinking at that time and he was high off of some type of substance, then his statement can't be taken anyway, because that's like one of the things that they ask you, like, are you coherent? They ask you, are you able to understand what you're doing? Are you off some type of drugs? So he's saying his statement can't be deemed voluntary because he was off, substances.
Mm-hmm.
However, the officer taking the statement testified that the appellant was very coherent and did not have problems communicating. Okay. That don't mean he wasn't off drugs though. A parent claims that the officers told him if he made a statement, he would not be harmed, and that he asked to telephone an attorney but was not allowed to do so. These allegations were also disputed by the officer, who testified that he did not remember appellant requesting to use the telephone and that no threats or force was used to get appellant to make a statement. Okay, shouldn't all of this be on record though? That's crazy. Like, shouldn't they have the interrogation footage or wherever he was taken in for questioning? They should have it recorded or something.
I mean,
They should, yeah,
at that time, I don't know how, back in that time because I wasn't born, so I really can't speak on that. But I would say like, yeah, but you got to think about in the '80s at that time in Little Rock though, or in the South.
yeah. They gonna play dirty for that conviction.
You feel me?
They
Now,
gonna play.
honest, it's like, I mean, you had people testify on you, and he told me that.
Yeah, yeah. Now I see. In fact, the appellant himself testified that the officers did not threaten him, and that he just went on and signed the papers to get it over with. Appellant alleges he only had an eighth grade education. However, the officers testified that appellant stated he had an 11th grade education. And the notation 11th grade appears on the rights form on appellant's statement. When testimony is conflicting as to voluntariness, it is for the trial court to weigh the evidence and resolve the credibility of the witnesses. Okay, they're going to definitely say the witnesses are credible in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the trial court resolved the credibility issue in favor of the state, of course. We cannot say his finding was clearly against the, yeah, I'm not sure,
Preponderance.
preponderance of the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Appellant also argues that the trial court erred in admitting to photographs of the deceased. One photograph showed the deceased he was found, and the other showed the wound the victim had received. We have consistently held that the question of admissibility of photograph lies largely within the discretion of the trial court, and its ruling will not be disturbed on appeal absent a clear showing of abuse of discretion. Okay, not sure where they're going with this. Here, the first photograph corroborated the testimony of the witnesses who found the body, and the second photograph aided the chief criminologist of the state crime lab in his testimony. Okay, that makes sense. The fact that there was a stipulation as to the cause of death did not make the photograph inadmissible. Furthermore, both photographs were relevant to the nature and the extent of the wounds. We cannot say that the trial court abused its discretion in admitting the two photographs. So he got the photographs, he got the testimony of the his friends, he got the chief criminologist coming in. He just basically was cooked. He got his own statements. Like he was
Yeah.
basically cooked. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much it. So, okay, what did he tell you what happened, bro?
Honestly, a lot of this adds up to what he told me. Like we didn't get into like, how much education he had and, things of that nature. Like we didn't really, talk about that. Like, I mean that wasn't really important anyway. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh but like far as the crime itself, you feel what I'm saying? Like he pretty much told me like he had problems with the dude already. You feel me?
Right.
Don't know what problems it was. Maybe because he still had, you know, um, feelings for a girl. You feel what I'm saying? Which I'm sure he did because he got kids. Well, that child, you feel me, that he had with her,
Mm-hmm.
which is Junior. You feel what I'm saying? He don't talk to him no more. Well, as of what last time I checked, you feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel me? So that
Mm-hmm.
bothers him too because that child that he had, because he got other kids as well. You feel what I'm saying? And he was
Right.
like, they don't deal with him because of what he did.
Okay. Because they was in the house at the time.
Well, that one was. The other ones they wasn't because they by other other
Those
women.
not his kids.
Like the ones he got, they by other women or whatever like that. You dig what I'm saying? So
Okay, so he was able to have multiple kids before he went in.
yeah. He had kids. Yeah, he got about 3, 4 kids.
Okay, and do they talk to him still or nah? You don't
No, that's
know.
what I was saying. Like they from last time I checked, like they don't. Like his sister don't. And her son and her son made it to the NFL. Actually played for the Detroit Lions.
Okay, that's what's up. And he definitely not trying to talk to him. That's crazy,
No,
bro.
last time last time I checked, no.
And of course, the lady never gonna talk to him again.
Of course not. And he told me that. Like they don't, like his nephew, NFL player. Still in NFL.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He played for the Detroit Lions. He was number 20. His name was Fuller. Can't remember his first name. But anyway, um, Akbar's like, yeah, man, my nephews, this and that, because nobody, like we say in New Orleans, nobody was josing him, you hear me? Like nobody was sending money, coming to visit him, like none of that shit. You feel me? And like
crazy.
this case, you feel me, kind of, I guess, ruined all that. You feel what I'm saying? So nobody won't deal with him type shit. You heard me? So for me to know that and understand that, you dig what I'm saying? And it hurted them though. It really did though. Like I can understand that. Like, there's dudes in there that don't get visitation, they don't get commissary, they don't get to make a phone call. Nah, you gotta take what the state give you. That's it. So you go on to imagine how they made him feel when he had his sister, his kids, his nephews, nieces. That is like, fuck you, because of what you did.
Hell yeah. I know they don't want to associate with you. They not. It's not something they gonna brag about. But I'm just
Like,
saying. I'm saying to myself like, okay, but at least he didn't shoot her. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he didn't even have the opportunity because he was so mad at that moment. He probably would have shot the first person he seen. Right?
no, no,
It was
no.
his intention.
The dude he killed, that's the dude he wanted.
Right, because they was
So,
arguing on the phone first.
yeah, yeah, that's what he's gonna do. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's why him and his partners, and this what he telling me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm already knowing all this, right? Because it took him a while to talk about it, but he was working on his paperwork, and I used to read his paperwork. I used to read it. You know what I'm saying? And so he trying to find a loophole with it. He never told me he didn't do it. I know you did it. You told me you did
Yeah,
it, but you trying to find a loophole, which I understand that. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people trying to do it, especially when you got life.
yeah. You at least trying to see parole or something.
And in the
You at
state of
least trying to get
Arkansas,
some type of
when
time
you
back.
got when in the state of Arkansas, when you got life, you got life.
Yeah, it's no parole.
There is no, they ain't none of that. They're not gonna allow you to find no loophole. Or they just not. You hear me? And that's
Right.
just how the state of Arkansas roll. But Akbar, we're just trying to find a loophole. And Akbar did what he did. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a crazy situation to be in, bro. Like his kids don't want to mess with him. The girl that you did that over, she don't want to mess with you.
Mm-mm.
You got life now. Nobody visits you. You just got to build new relationships on the inside.
And you know what's so crazy about that though, June?
Yeah,
This another reason why me and Akbar, you know, have a bond like we do and whatever, right?
yeah,
I got a brother that's in the state of Louisiana, in DCI. He was at Angola at first, but they shipped him to DCI or whatever like that. Almost same situation.
right, right. Now I know they say I don't know how much I believe it, bruh.
Hmm.
But they be saying like, oh, prisoners be spanking the lady guards, they be spanking the nurses and this, that, and the third. Do it really go down as much as they try to make it seem, bruh?
I'm gonna keep it real with you though. In
Yeah,
a lot of cases, that is because in the same prison, that Varner unit with me and Akbar, uh, this one dude, his name was Ike. He was in the same barracks with us. Ike. You heard me name Ike. Like he from California. He was on there with double murder. Actually, he got a life sentence in California. He got a life sentence in Arkansas. Right. So if he got out from Arkansas, he got to go to California and do a life sentence with his brother. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. But um, he started dating the lady at the school, the GED class. Ain't he married her? But once he married her, she had to quit from over there because it'd be a kind of, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He dated the GED teacher, and she was like 20 years older than him.
Yeah. No, I get that part. But
Hmm.
they try to make it seem like it's super. Everybody could get some cheeks. Like
No, 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 no. It ain't like
I
that.
seen one thing where they was like, it was a lady guard, and if you want to hit it, all you gotta do is pay like 7,500. But they said it's easy to make that type of money when you in prison.
Certain people, you dig what I'm saying? Certain people can do that. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna lie, just like the streets. Certain people can, not everybody can. It's not for everybody. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Especially money like that. And people do
Uh-huh.
get that type of money. Especially, where I was, they was touching money, bro. They had the iPhones when I was in there at the time. And I ain't never had an iPhone in my life at the time. Boys had iPhones and all type of shit.
Yeah, that's
The money is
crazy.
there, but at the same time, when you're dealing with a CO, because a lot of them COs was from Mississippi.
Hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
So they playing favoritism with the inmates that's from Mississippi.
No, it just like you got all right. A lot of them from Mississippi. You close. That prison is kind of close to Mississippi in a sense. It's not that far. It's like a few hours away. You understand what I'm saying? So a
Mhm.
lot of them will drive or whatever. You get because Arkansas, that part of Arkansas is connected. That's the Delta, so it's connected to Mississippi and Tennessee. But a lot of dudes, man, they got relationships in there with COs and all that, nurses, all that shit. They do. I seen it.
That's crazy, bro. I can't see myself paying $750 for some
No,
box.
no.
So 7,500. Oh no, I'm
In my situation, what I seen, them dudes weren't paying them chicks nothing. Them
they
them
wasn't
chicks,
even paying them nothing. They was
them
just
chicks was
taking
bringing
them
that pack.
down.
They was bringing that pack in, whether it's cigarettes, weed, cell phones. How you think the cell phones and all that come in there?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We did a live on contraband, prison
Yeah.
contraband. It's
How you think
definitely
it
the
come in there?
COs.
And
Yeah, it's
Akbar
definitely.
was a type that he wasn't worrying about that. He was getting some other, whatever he was doing. He was bagging them though. The
Yeah,
old
yeah.
kind bit. The old kind, especially if you're a new CO and da da da. Oh yeah, he bagging you. You out of there.
Okay, okay. He was still running his game in there.
Yeah, Akbar,
Okay.
yeah. Akbar, I'm telling you, Akbar is something different, bro. Like with them, like them new COs and all that. Whether you're an older CO, but like, yeah, he was bagging them straight up off
But
the rip. You heard me?
keep it real, bruh. Are you really able to spread it eagle like Dante be saying, or you gotta have like prison sex with them? Like
Wait,
she
hold on.
watch
What?
you get off. Yeah, Dante be saying like his roommate or whatever, he had this one CO
Mm,
and she was a old she was like in her late 60s or something, and he
mm-hmm.
was hitting it. He had it in the room, spraying her eagle style all on the bed, like
Hitting it well
in the room.
in
Like
the
he'd tell,
in the cell.
yeah, like he'd be like, "Yo, Dante, bro, I
Nah,
need
nah,
the room." That's what that's crazy to
I ain't
know
lying.
that
Oh.
they could get a long time in the cell with an inmate, and it's not no conflict of interest, or nobody see it on the camera
I never,
happening. This, that,
I
and the
never
third.
heard nothing like that. I never heard nothing
I'm
like that.
saying this is Dante's situation is in Michigan or Ohio or something like that. So it's
Right,
probably different there though. But
right.
I'm
It
saying like once they see a female CO go in a cell, especially nowadays with all these cameras and this, that, and the third. You don't think they had crashed the cell? You
I
don't
would
think they
say
ever?
when you got a CO, when you got a CO, you feel me, that's patrolling the barracks, she's not by herself, especially if it's a woman. Nah, if
Mhm.
she got a barracks where she can stay in her booth, because Arkansas, some day prisons got cells, some of them got barracks. Meaning a barrack is like 50 people in one big ass common area, right?
Yeah.
So if you got cells, first of all, they got a control booth. They not monitoring and walking around like that because they got to protect their safety. So they not doing that. So where of a person, especially in Arkansas, gonna get the time to even do that? Because if a female working on all male dorm, you know what I'm saying? Because there's only one prison, one female prison dorm in Arkansas. You feel me? I mean, one prison. You dig? So of course, it's gonna be more women work there than males because it's all women, right? In
Hmm.
this case, Arkansas, they not letting no woman patrol no barracks or no cells like that, 50, 60 people. You dig what I'm saying, by herself. So how the hell that? Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Hell no, that ain't gonna happen.
No, I'm saying if you got enough to tell the other guard like, yo, bro, I'll hook you up. Let me just get my time with Shorty, blah blah blah. He might do it. If you got the
Hey,
stand,
hey, I, I can't. The reason why I can't speak on that because
it's still happening. We don't want to get
when I
too much off.
when I did my time, you dig what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, they might have been a different story. Like when Akbal
Okay.
was coming, that might have been a different story.
Right,
So
right.
that was different times. In these times, that ain't
No,
that ain't happening like
it,
that,
it
bro.
ain't going down. They
Not
got
like
body
that.
cameras. They
Nah,
got
man.
all that.
What if that person get raped or something? Or what if that she's not gonna put
Right.
herself in a position like that? You know how much of a risk that is?
Nah, that is a high risk, bro. That is a
Because
high risk.
even if she patrolling the cell blocks or the dome or the barracks or whatever you want to call it, they still somebody in the damn booth,
Right, right. Nah, that makes
especially if
sense.
it's a female. You feel what I'm saying? So they're gonna protect that. Yeah, a male can do it because it's male, but
So
at the
you,
same time, you're gonna have some type of security backup.
yeah. So you basically just gonna have prison sex with her. She basically going to watch you get off and
Yeah,
stuff
let you
like that.
jack on her if she on the door, whatever the case may be. And she
Right.
some of them let. Now I've seen that, like certain COs, you dig. Akbar wasn't in that type of time. You feel me? But
Okay.
certain COs will let certain dudes do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Some whatever they would. Very
Mhm.
few that I seen, but they would. Now some of the seasoned COs, they're not going for that. They're gonna lock your ass up. They'll pretend like they don't see it. You feel me? They gonna lock your ass up. You going to the supermax.
Oh, you going to
Straight up.
lock her?
Yeah. You feel me? So in Arkansas, you ain't got the opportunity to split nothing down in no cell. And nah, they ain't going down. They ain't going
Yeah,
down
that's
like that. Like, nah, they ain't going down. And Vona is a supermax prison. So hell, boy, no indeed, no.
yeah, that's a hell of a risk to take, man. I
Like,
seen King Phil say some shit like that. Like he was he said that the lady guard brought him down into the like this little room or whatever where she was supposed to be writing him up. She took her pants off, she let him crack or whatever, and then to play it off, she had attacked him and wrote it up as like they got into a fight. That's the reason why she had him come down into the room, the disciplinary room.
mm.
Down that sound like cat, right? Or that
Yeah,
sound
to
like
me, like I say, man, different strokes for different folks, and every prison and whatever is different. You feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, in today's age, that's highly unlikely in a sense. You feel me? But I'm not saying that it can't happen. But busting something down in a cell like that, nah, bro. I don't. I just not me.
I don't see the privacy. I don't see which I just
Not.
don't see it, bro.
Now, if you got a sergeant that have access, and she be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take him," da 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 da. But you got to think about his cameras. What you gonna go in the
Mhm.
cleaning closet? Like, how you gonna do that?
Yeah, you do that, they gonna
Like,
come
you know what I'm
ASAP.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
they gonna
gotta
burn
be
it down.
Like was she a warden or something, a deputy warden to where she can just close the door and nobody gonna question? Like that ain't gonna work. Like you know what I'm saying? Because
Nah,
you still as a CO or warden or something, you got to answer to somebody.
right.
So like, why would you put yourself in that risk? Now, do the guys have sex with COs and stuff? Yeah, that do happens though. That happens. You feel me? That happens. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, any other extra shit, like, I really can't call that.
Yeah, that's crazy work, bro.
But
That's crazy.
Akbar though, like I said, he know how to bag him though.
Now you got to do something with his time, man. When you got life, bro, what else you gonna do, man?
Yeah,
Send
shit,
a
he
link,
gonna
June. I got you.
yeah, he gonna bag something, whatever it may be. You feel me? But he know what he doing, you know what I'm saying? He old school convict, you feel me? Like so, that's gonna always be my brother, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, like
Oh yeah, I forgot Miss T was a CO. Yeah, that is crazy though, Miss T. But that's what he said. He said his roommate would tell him to get out the room for a second. He'll go in there. But then at the end, he said the lady only was doing that because she had an STD and she didn't care, basically. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's why she was letting the inmates crack her because it's like she got an STD or whatever. So
right, and like
inmates
really
ended up getting burnt.
like Wobbler said, you know what I'm saying? Uh like COs is really like that's their home too, you know. Like Varna, they work 12-hour shifts. You feel me? So
Right.
you get to be around them and interact with them like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like they there 12 hours. They 6 to 6. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And some of them work on the same barracks, so the same cell block, which the cell block in Varna is in the Supermax. Supermax,
Yeah.
you lock down 23 and 1. You
That's
feel what I'm
23
saying?
and 1 right.
Yeah. So, Akbar been through that in his younger years and shit. You feel me? And yeah, that's how he got his name really though. I ain't gonna stunt though. He was he was Wildcat, you heard me?
Yeah. He say, ain't Angola the worst prison in New Orleans?
Angola is in the state of Louisiana. It's not in New Orleans. We
Yeah.
got central lockup
Uh-oh.
OPP,
Here
but
you go.
Angola is the worst prison in Louisiana. It's really the worst prison, one of the worst prisons in the United States.
Yeah, don't get Jihad mad, bro. New Orleans is not Louisiana, gang.
Yeah, fact.
You know he finna go in. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Angola is built on a farm. You feel me? It's built on a
Hmm.
farm. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, is it, it's in its own city. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like it's straight farmland.
That's where
You
Boosie
feel me?
was locked up at, right?
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you something. My brother that's locked up now in Louisiana, when Boosie
Hmm.
went down for that charge he went down for, my brother was there with him.
That's crazy. Oh,
Him and
your
him,
brother that you had. Oh, okay, okay.
him and C Murder.
That's crazy. Yeah, he did say C Murder was in there.
Yeah, yeah. My
He
brother was in
definitely said
both of
that.
them. And he took a picture with them too though. But I'll show that at some point.
Yeah,
I don't want
that's
to show his
crazy.
face. I don't want to show his face though, but yeah.
Nah, that's cool. Boosie said he said he saw a human centipede in there, bruh. I said that's crazy
I
work,
don't
my
know.
guy.
I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
call that. I ain't never been to Angola. I ain't never been locked up in the state of Louisiana.
yeah. They say it's like Alabama prison.
Angola is is is,
Hmm.
is wild. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
old,
crazy.
like if you go to Angola, you pretty much got a 20. I would say 85% of people doing life in Angola. I'm gonna put it that way.
Right, or on death row, right?
Yeah, yeah, on that road. And the lowest bid that you probably can do in Angola is like 20 years.
And do they have death penalty in Arkansas or no?
Yeah, they got death penalty in Arkansas.
Okay, and they ain't give him the death penalty for this. That's crazy.
Nah, that penalty goes different, and it really depends. Like it's pretty much you got to commit a aggravated crime within that crime, right? So
What you mean?
that just say the state of Arkansas. If I come rob you, right, my intention is to rob you, right? And
Hmm.
I'm in the act and I rob you and I kill you. That's aggravated circumstance, right? So that means, damn, this man robbed him and he killed him. In Arkansas, they can put the death penalty on the table,
Right.
especially
Okay.
if I don't know you. If there's no
Hmm.
connection, or sometimes it may be, but if there's no connection, they be like, damn, man, he robbed and killed a random person, da da da. That offers the death penalty in the state of Arkansas or Louisiana or any state in the South that offers the death penalty.
Hmm. Okay, so the fact that he knew the person, or they had some type of argument or something, you could kind of say that's probably what helped his case.
Yeah, in a sense, they
Not,
can do that. Yeah, that's not a death penalty case.
nah, it's not. I get what you're saying now.
Hmm.
I get what you're saying now. That's why they took it off the table for YMW Melly,
Yeah,
because those was his friends, and they kind of saying like maybe they got into a dispute or something like that. I get what you're saying. It wasn't like random.
yeah, and like Angola, you know, and stuff like that. Because I had an uncle in Angola did 20 years. Rest in peace, his soul. But he did 20 years, and he went in there in like the early 90s. You feel me? So when he came out, I was an adult. You feel me? Um, so he went to Angola. Then I got my brother in Angola. You feel me? And
Right.
the grapes down there. Now
Yeah.
it got better, but really nowadays, like people, you got your sisters walking around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not
They
like you ain't
touched
gotta
a
take
lot of
nothing.
boys down there.
Yeah, you ain't gotta take nothing. You feel me? So they that. You feel me? The ones that indulge, they indulge. The ones that don't, because Angola's broke up in camps. You feel me? Camps. Arkansas is not like that. But Angola is broke up into camps, like Camp J, Camp this. Like you ever seen the movie Life? How they got the different camps like that. That's how Angola set up, but it's bigger. It's a farm. Like
Okay.
it holds about 5,000 people. Like they be having all type of events, the rodeo stuff like that. But 85% of people go to Angola got a life sentence.
My uncle did 20 years in Angola. That's crazy, Miss T. I'm about to
Yeah,
try to look it up.
yeah. Louisiana don't play no games, bro. When it comes to that shit, and they gonna book you. And by New Orleans being, the crime that they have for the murders, you know what I'm saying? You get convicted most times you doing life. And that's just how it go. You feel me? Arkansas, they not gonna play with you. They just not gonna play with you. Arkansas ain't gonna play with you. You catch a body, you doing life or life without. Period. That's mainly how it goes.
Ain't
You
no
feel me?
bills, ain't none of that.
Yeah, you ain't getting
Man,
none
it's
of
not.
that. Yeah, it's over with. You catch a body in Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn how it end up. They gonna give you a life sentence off the rip. Or they gonna give you something crazy. They gonna give you a football number. I'm taking 75.
Hey, like since you said that, somebody I knew that I grew up with, what I'm saying? I knew his little brother that we grew up, since we, day one pretty much. And I guess what I'm saying, he used to, his like the one I'm telling you about, his brother,
Mm,
man, he used to be in and out, man. Like when we was like in middle school, I remember him being locked up for a long time. And then when I went to high school, he finally got out and shit. He was like in and out and shit. And then when we was in high school, he got locked up again. He went to Alexander. And
right,
then
right,
like he was in there till he got to the adult side and shit. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
He had to get out of Alexander and go to the main prisons. You know what I'm saying? The adult prisons. And then
right.
he got out probably about, I believe, about 4 years ago. And then he, you know what I'm saying, he was doing well for himself. You know what I'm saying? He was
Mm-hmm.
doing good. You know what I'm saying? He had a good job and shit. You know what I'm saying? Handling his business. You know what I'm saying? He had kids and shit.
Right.
I mean, well, he had a kid. He had I believe he got one kid, one or two kids. And like I was saying, man, dude, dude wound up murdering somebody that I went to school with, man. Like he was doing good well for himself, like you know, like living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Handling business.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he had a career too. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
and he wound up murdering dude, man. I'm like, damn, bro, that's why you do that, man. Like I don't know what's going on. Something must have happened because I've heard
That had
the
to.
dude that he murdered. I heard that he wound up he was trying to I guess he was selling like I guess somebody was selling him some dope one time and he gave him some fake money. He made
Mm.
that to him. He's like, man, I gotta
Mm.
get this nigga. You know, because
Mm.
he used to be a high head, the nigga I'm telling you about.
Right.
And since he said that, man, because he was charged for capital murder off that shit.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. And that's the thing, like you know, like we were just saying, like that's crazy because Arkansas is like you got so many dudes from Little Rock. Like if you look up a lot of Little Rock dudes that's in the state of Arkansas, you know,
Hmm.
penitentiary, they all in damn they all in there for murder.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
Murder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know a dude in there called B-Way. You know what I'm saying? He a
Mhm.
blood called B-Way. B-Way, they gave B-Way like 200 years.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? I think he down there
Mhm.
in Brickers or something. You feel me? In Mariana.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
though,
understand
like,
that.
so, you know, Arkansas laws, when it come to that, oh, especially, you know, what's so crazy because they give more time for murder than these dudes out here raping women and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Or kids. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Which they
right.
laws in Arkansas are getting better for that. They getting better for that. But I know in Louisiana though, you go down there for a charge like that, you get beat out the frame, off the
You're
rip.
right.
You getting beat out the door, straight up.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah,
at
we gonna
Varna,
play.
you go to Varna with some shit like that, you ain't gonna last long.
Mhm.
You ain't gonna last long. You gonna get beat out. I'm telling you, you gonna get beat to sleep. Cause you gonna believe me, somebody gonna see that work. Cause they, you know, they gonna ask you. Let me see your time card.
Right,
You know that time card gonna show what you in there for, your name,
right.
you know, all that. How much time you got, all that. You know, whatever you get this, get that. Yeah, that time card gonna show you. And everybody got one when you come to the DOC.
Yeah, they know it. Know what time it is when that shit happen.
You know what I'm saying?
A
So
number of them. You know what I'm saying?
you ain't walking around a level 4 prison, you feel me, with no bad paperwork, not in Arkansas, and definitely not in Louisiana. You know, I don't care where you at, but I know from me doing time in Arkansas though, you ain't coming through there like that. You
Hmm.
ain't doing that.
Right, right, right.
So like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I would say Brickies, Varna, and Cummins is the worst three in Arkansas.
Hmm. Right.
That's a fact. Cause Cummins got a lot of old school, like Cummins is the old prison, just like on Vaughn, and they sit on the same land.
Hmm. Right, right, right.
Feel me? Cause it's only three Supermax prisons in Arkansas. It's Tucker Max, Vaughn Max, and you got Bricky Max.
Hmm.
And they hold that row. And I was, you know, Vaughn is you know, they hold that row inmates there. You feel me? They hold that row inmates there. And uh Cummins, they the one that, you know, carry out the execution.
Hmm.
Hmm. So I was
What do
around
you
a lot
think
of,
about?
huh?
Yeah, go ahead, fact.
I was just saying about Cummins, man. I heard about Cummins, man.
Yeah, Cummins, man. Cummins is one of the oldest prisons in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's where they execute you at though. You feel me? It's like 20 people on death row in Arkansas right now. One of them been there since 1990.
Yep, that's what I've heard about it, bro.
Yeah, they still got them dudes on death row right now in Arkansas. Them dudes been on there from 1990 up until 2018. Like,
If
you
I
feel me?
yeah, go ahead.
And the governor that was of Arkansas at the time, Asa Hutchinson, he carried out in 2017, and you can Google that, he carried out 11 executions in a few days. Them bitches
See,
was like he was
he on
killing.
some whole shit.
Yeah, that's when he went out of office. You heard me? He like he was executing motherfuckers 4 times a day.
That's why I don't, bro. I don't even be trying to get involved in that shit. That damn political field, bro. Niggas like that do some dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? Before they get out of office and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for real, for real. So but yeah, though. So that's how Arkansas rolled. Louisiana, they haven't carried out a death penalty since in the early 2000s, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
Arkansas, they last 11 people they killed back to back to back was in 2017. He set up 11 executions and he got all of them done. And one of the dudes that he did that to, the DNA came back that he was not guilty of this grape charge that they try to convict him with, grape and murder. They try to convict him with back in the 90s, but they ended up killing him, and the paperwork came back saying that he didn't do that. So
See,
he's
he
gonna
should
get
he should
time
have
back.
gave that time, bro. He should have gave that
So,
time, to make sure for a fact that what I'm saying, that he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
but that's how he did it though. Dude lined the boys up like that, and that
Hmm.
shit came back. And crazy thing about it that no people was fussing about that, but what y'all gonna do? He dead now.
Right.
The worst thing the family can do, the best thing they can do is sue the state. But okay, but he gone. He dead.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And then come to find out he didn't do none of that.
Yep. See.
But he been on that road for damn near 20 years when they executed the man.
Hmm.
Like, come on, man.
It's fucked up.
Yeah,
You
it
know, in
is.
Arkansas got the chain gang, just like Angola. They got the chain gang. I was on the chain gang. Whole squad. You feel me? That's what they call it, whole squad. You feel me? We was in all white. You feel me? And yeah, when you go to whole squad, your ass going in that damn phone, boy. You heard me? You going on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you going on that phone. It's hot as
Gotta go to
hell.
work. Go to work.
You feel me?
That
And if you
that
don't go
ain't
to work,
even.
they gonna write your ass up and send your ass to lockdown.
Hmm. Got to do it.
Yeah, we used to get on back of the trailer. Yeah, I remember the rides going on back of that damn trailer at Vona. And you can look up that. Look up Vona Union. You'll see. You got dudes all in the field. Yeah, I remember them days.
Hmm.
Yeah, that whole squad, man. I ain't never knew how to use a hoe in my life.
You learned though, didn't
I learned real quick.
you?
Chop
Right.
the grass, let it lay. Chop the grass, let it lay. You hear me?
Hmm. Right.
I'm talking about you would think a lawnmower cut that motherfucker.
Hmm.
For real.
That's work.
Yeah,
Right.
that thing ain't no joke, bro. Man, it's hot out there. I remember we used to pick vegetables and fruit, and sometimes be too hot. We'll go sit under the tree. They give us a little brown bag lunch, and we'll pick the vegetables or whatever we pick in that season. And shit, they'll let us get one or whatever it may be. Sometimes watermelon. You dig what I'm saying? And we'll
Hmm.
sit under the tree and eat that motherfucker. You heard me?
Man, that's crazy, Tango. I would definitely like to talk to you about that, Tango. Said he did 25 years in the maximum security in PA. Called
That's
Graterford.
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, bro. That's a lot of
25.
time.
That's a lot
That's a
of
lot of
time.
time.
A lot of time. I can't
Yeah.
imagine. And I remember I talked to Akbar when we were sitting on a rack because I was my paperwork was coming through for me to get out, right? And I was getting
Hmm.
frustrated because I'm like, why they taking so long? Like, I made parole. Like, let's get it up. Let's get this shit started. So I was getting down on myself. You feel me? I'm like,
Hmm.
man, Akbar, man, they playing with my paperwork. Like, bro, like, I'm pacing up and down. And I
And be
remember I
doing that
said,
shit.
so I said,
Hmm.
damn, bro, they need I'm like, I go home any day. But I'm like, shit, I'm been waiting. You feel me?
Hmm.
So I remember I told him, you heard me. I said, man, I'm about to crash out. And he was
Once I
like,
set up, I see
he
where
was
you
like,
at.
He was like, why would you crash out? He said, why would you crash out when you just need to be patient? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, this shit taking forever. And he told me, I said, man, I can't imagine doing a life sentence. He said, you can't say that because you ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's true, man.
That's what I told him.
I don't want to imagine doing
I
life, man.
said, I can't imagine that. He said, you can't say that because you ain't doing it.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. Your whole life just gone, bro.
Gone.
That's all I would be thinking about every day, man. Is my
yeah,
mistake.
especially if it's without parole too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it no matter what programs you take, no matter how good you be in there, you still not going nowhere.
That and Akbar, he still stays strong, man. He still stays strong, man. Really one of the strongest people is incarcerated though. They take things on the chin more than people on like in on the streets, yeah.
Nah, that make perfect sense, bro. I think the best thing to do is try to avoid this whole situation, bro. Like, think twice before making these type of
That's
choices,
a fact.
man.
That's a
Or
fact.
something
Well,
that's gonna cost you your life. Cause I ain't no goody two shoes. Like I never did nothing before. But I always think like I add up the time I might get, you get what I'm saying? I'll be like, nah, it ain't worth it. You feel me? But I do understand the pain of having a baby mother and she move on and you like, dang, this dude around my kid, blah blah blah. I understand all that, bro.
It's the harsh truth, family. It's the harsh truth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're sitting in there, you know what I'm saying, and you think about that. You know what I'm saying? The woman that you probably got a kid with, and you was together, especially. You're like, man, I'm in here. She's sitting out there. You know what I'm saying? She want want you out, and she's like, damn, he ain't gonna be out till this or that. You know what I'm saying? And she
hell
may
yeah,
wind up being like, oh my gosh, I can't wait too long, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
hell yeah. Now that's a painful feeling, bro. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not gonna shoot nobody over her. You get what I'm saying? I mean, this why Mark.
It's over, it's over a million women out there, but it's like, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
especially
I mean, but
especially
some of them don't compare to the one you want to be with. So I get it. You feel me? I
yeah,
definitely understand his pain, bro. But I just know like
mm-hmm.
it's not worth this.
yeah.
It's definitely not
It's
worth
not,
this. You feel
it's
me?
not worth
And,
it. Right.
And Akbar,
Exactly.
and I know, we used to talk a lot, you know what I'm saying? We used to talk a lot about um certain things about life and stuff like that. And he used to always say this thing, you know what I'm saying? Uh, see you on the 33rd. You feel me? Meaning that was the street that I lived on at the time when I got out. You feel what I'm
okay.
saying? Because I had to make it back
Mhm.
to Louisiana. You feel me? So I had
Right.
to get an address because if not, I was gonna have to get interstate compact. Meaning, if I parole out to another state, then that state have to accept me.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Because now I'm going under their parole laws and shit. So I couldn't do that. I didn't want to do that. Shit's gonna probably take forever, and fuck that. So I paroled to this address, and the street that I lived on was 33rd, and he always said, "I'll see you on the 33rd."
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's in the letters that we talked about and stuff. Like we always used to say, 1968, meaning 19. That was a revolution.
Mm. Okay. You're a strong-minded man
You,
to
Oh,
have life.
yeah.
you
You
feel me?
know he is. You know he is. You know he read deeply into many books, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's who taught me. Honestly, no fronting. That's who taught me a lot of shit. What I know though, the way I can articulate my words when I want to, and all type of things. You hear me? So you know, um, so we used to always, talk like that, and I never lost hope with him. I know in my mind, bro ain't never getting out, right?
Right.
Mhm. Right.
But I would never tell him that you never getting out though.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't do that. You can't do
I
that.
would never do that because that would keep him going every day. If I told him,
Right.
bro, you know you're not getting out, bro. Stop doing that. That wouldn't even feel right to me telling him that. But what type of
Yeah.
shit would that be?
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
that could get you poked up.
You feel me? So
He
I would
might
never
he
do
might
that
turn on you for that.
because I used to always say, and what really set me down when I was doing my little time, you heard me? 2 years is 2 years. I don't care how you want to cut it. They try to give me 20.
Bro,
But
you
they
crazy
gave
as
me
hell.
four. But they gave me four, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So when I got out, I was on parole and you know what I'm saying, I had got 16 years suspended. You know, I'm still on a suspended sentence. You
yeah,
feel me?
nah,
I
two
still
years you still got
yeah,
time to think.
I still
You
got
still gonna have to go through shit. You get
yeah.
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
It's
I still
still
got
two
like
years of your life, bro.
I still got like 3 years left on suspended sentence, roughly. You feel me? But I'm not worrying about that. It's not parole. It's not all that shit behind me. But that was part of my deal because if they want to suspend it 16 years and they gave me four, that means I was gonna have to do the whole 20.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
You feel me?
Okay. So they don't have it like in New Jersey where you gotta do 85% of your time.
No, Arkansas time. If you do an aggravated crime, mine wasn't aggravated. It was a felon,
Right.
but it wasn't aggravated. Like you feel what
Hmm.
I'm saying? It could have been, but that's why I played guilty to that because if I wouldn't have, they'd hit me with the aggravated crime. Then they'd have gave me the 20. So they said
The fraud.
take this 20. You heard me? But I'm gonna give you 16 suspended, and you do 4 years. And if you do good, you'll be out in two.
Yeah.
You
That's a
feel what I'm
long
saying?
time.
So at the end of the day, when you're looking at a life sentence,
Mm-hmm.
it's a life sentence. People don't understand when you get that life, bro, how this shit make you feel. I done seen dudes in a courtroom buckle from that. Like literally pass out.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll pass out.
When I was fighting my case at the time, dudes was up there fighting charges, right? And you
Hmm.
know when when you going through that, you around them dudes, right? And
Right.
they called this dude up. They rated charges out to him. He was in the sentencing phase because I was about to get sentenced after him. And when they
Right.
gave that boy that L, he looked at his
Hmm.
lawyer, he looked at his mom and them, and he just passed out.
Yeah. I'm about to pull one up right now. It's a famous one that just happened. Remember
Recently?
Queso?
This year?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh
Queso.
yeah. Okay, so yeah.
He was sick. He was sick, boy. All that rapping, all that smoking on Bibby. The judge smoked him.
Oh, you talking about queso?
Mm-hmm. Queso,
Right.
yup.
Queso, I know you talking about. Yeah, they and his daddy testified against him. Ain't that some shit? Just like Akbar, his friends testified
Mhm.
against him.
See, man,
And
that's
the
they
other
make it even
dude.
worse.
That's crazy. That's why I'm glad I never had no co-defendant. I'm so glad for that because
Look
that.
at him with his head down.
Yeah, I
He
watched
like,
that.
damn, bro.
I watched that. They cooked his ass. They cooked
They
him.
fraud him, bro.
And I already knew he was gonna get convicted because he
Fraud
was
him.
doing too much on the ground.
Yeah, and once your dad, when somebody like your dad testify against you, that's
And he
too
was part of it.
credible of a witness.
Fact, and he
He's
was
too
part of it.
credible. You get what I'm saying?
But he also had a
Like his dad.
background as well, though. You heard me? He also had a background
Right,
himself. He
right.
was running the streets of Jacksonville. He a known name. He a known name. But
Yeah.
they said his dad a rat too.
He been a rat. He been cooperating with the
He been
police, this, that, and the
cooperating.
third. Yeah.
So why would that be? And dude got other kids. Queso is not
Yeah.
his real son. It's not his real son. He raised him since he was a baby, a little boy.
Mhm.
That's not his real son, biological son though. But he raised him. So that's pops.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
of course.
said in court, man, I got other kids I need to worry about. They young, this and that, pretty much saying, fuck Queso. He my stepchild, but you was involved with him though.
Right.
You
Right.
took
No, I
come
got
on,
a
man. It's crazy.
stepson, but I love him like a son, man. But that's
That's
crazy, man.
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
His
But he
lawyer,
a gangster
his
though.
lawyer don't even care.
Man, his lawyer, you know, he guilty. See, this when you out there playing in the streets, man.
Look, damn, he's sick. His
Nah,
lawyer don't even care though. Look at his lawyer. He don't even care. He like,
what
man,
can he
he
do?
paid
You
me.
just getting that money. You
He
just getting
He
that
already
just
money.
knew
getting
what it
that
was.
money.
Think about it, June.
They
When you
fraud
when
him,
you
bro.
commit a murder and somebody testifying
Mhm.
against you, right? But you got it and you saying it on the live, you saying it on Instagram, you doing all these things, making Twitter, all these different things, right? So it's not a
Yeah,
surprise that his ass got his ass cooked. It's not a surprise. In his mind, he thinking, damn, bro, I'm young. They just gave me a whole L, you hear me?
yeah,
He can't
hell
even
yeah,
fathom that right now. He can't fathom
right,
it.
yeah,
It's gonna take him
yeah.
at least for something like that, it's gonna take him at least 10 years, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but at least 10 years for him to actually understand I got life.
Well, he not done though. You know he in there for another body.
That's what I'm saying. It was another dude, Charles McCormick.
Right, he about to have another trial, so he might be
Yes.
getting 2 life sentences.
It
Like,
doesn't matter. Life sentence.
yeah,
Yeah,
life
about
is
it.
life already, but I'm just saying he in there. He was gonna have to beat 2 cases, bro, and come home. Like
Shit,
he
ain't never.
crazy.
In
He
the state of
crazy if
Florida,
he thought that was going down.
the state of Alabama, Florida, Texas hands out the most death penalties in the South.
So you think he might
Ohio,
get death penalty?
no, he ain't gonna get that. He ain't gonna get that because it's some street
You
shit.
said
It
Florida
ain't
and
gonna get that.
who else?
Florida, Alabama, and Texas, they hand out the most death penalties in the South.
Mm,
Yeah,
damn.
man, that's crazy though.
If
He
you
was
look at the
sick.
geographic thing on Google or whatever, the death penalty, I always watch it. Ohio carries out the most death penalties in the United States, though. Them in Texas. Ohio hand them bitches down like can and the federal where they kill you at federal is in Ohio.
Mm.
Yeah, that's deep, bro. That's deep.
Well, was
I mean,
Dante locked up in Ohio, right?
I believe it was either Ohio, Michigan, or Atlanta. I'm not even sure which one it was.
I know Ohio, man. I know it's rough in there. I heard about that.
Ohio, yeah, Ohio,
Yeah.
yeah, they get busy. They get busy in Ohio.
Hmm.
They get busy. There's a lot of documentaries and things about it, and it's a lot go on out there. Like, but in the South though, those states carry on the most death penalty cases though. You
Hmm.
feel me? Florida, Texas, and Alabama. They gonna kill you.
Yeah. Playing, man.
Yeah, they
Why
gonna
do you
kill
Especially
you.
think that is?
Cause it could be the laws, because every state got different laws of how they treat the law. They just
Because the gun laws, because like you allowed to carry guns, so they feel like you should be more responsible with those guns.
well, it's not just that. It's not just that. You feel me? Because a lot of states is staying your ground law in the South. You
Mm.
feel me? So if it's in some states in the South, what I'm saying, um, Arkansas, for example, they giving kids training in school, like in high school and shit. They making that a curriculum. You have to go to gun training like class type shit. How to defend
Hmm.
like shit like that. So Arkansas is staying ground, Florida is. You dig what I'm saying? Georgia is. Like pretty much the South is pretty much like you got a strap, you feel me? You ready to get caught with a shotgun than a handgun type
Right.
shit if you're a felon. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying that it's good, But at the same time, it's like you can in certain states in the South, you don't have to
That's
have a
legal.
permit to carry a gun.
A shotgun, yeah.
Or a gun, period.
Okay, okay.
In some states in the
Yeah.
South, you don't have to have a permit to carry that motherfucker.
Yeah, like North Carolina.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to have a permit, so you can carry that thing. Now, if you're a
Mm-hmm.
felon, that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing. That's one
Right,
thing.
right.
But if you don't have that, you can carry your shit. Yeah,
But you can still carry a shotgun as a felon, right?
it depends. Really, not really, because if you know you don't want to be a felon in the possession of a firearm. That's a firearm. Like you can't even carry a crossbow with a trigger on that thing.
Mm. Yeah, they're gonna smoke you.
They're gonna smoke you.
Yeah,
Anything with a trigger, anything with a trigger as a felon, especially a lot of places in the South. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about nowhere else, but in the South, you get carried with something like that. You know what I'm saying? A crossbow with a trigger, anything with a trigger on it, your ass out of there.
you fried. They gonna fry you,
Mm-hmm.
man. Anything,
Yeah.
any gun you get caught with out here as a felon, you get 3 strikes, bro. On your
Uh,
third gun, they gonna fry you. No matter what it is. It could be a ghost gun. It could be any of that. I seen somebody do like 6 months for a ghost gun though.
I mean, you can go to jail for that because it's attempting to be brandishing as real. You know what I'm saying? Because the law
Right, right.
enforcement, to the law, they don't care about that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is you brandishing that? Why you got that?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a bullshit gun, like who does that, right?
Nah, but I mean that's why Crip Mac got less time though,
I
because
mean, yeah, but you
Man,
still
what
going to
man? What,
jail though.
you
You
said
still
what?
going to jail though. You heard me?
Nah, you still going to prison, but he got less time because the gun didn't it wasn't fully assembled. You get what I'm saying? It either
oh,
didn't have the yeah, he had a
he got
janky gun.
Yeah,
he got a
but at
gun
the
card.
same time, it's like you get caught with anything like that, especially being a convicted felon, my nigga. Like it can go like, all right, look at Boosie's situation, right? Boosie
Right.
a convicted felon, all right. He
Mm-hmm.
already that. He doing a music video or whatever, shooting in California, right? He
Mm-hmm.
said it was a prop gun,
Come
right?
on now.
That's what he said. So I got to go by what he said, right? He
Okay,
said it was a
okay,
prop
whatever.
gun and he had it in his back. You can clearly see it. It's on the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So boom, da da da. They seen that. All right, cool. We're gonna arrest you for that. Then the state of California, all that, we're gonna dismiss it till the feds pick it up. They looking like you cannot be around nothing that even look like a gun. I don't care if
Right.
it's fake or not.
Mm-hmm.
You don't supposed
You
to be
know,
around it.
Boosie ain't that type of nigga that have shit that's fake. It's gonna be real, fam.
See what I'm saying? So whether
Yeah,
it was a
hell yeah.
prop gun or not, you still can't do it because if when the feds pick it up, because you was already mocking them already when you beat the state
Right.
shit.
When he beat
You
it.
beat it, but you
Beat
didn't
it. Yeah,
beat it
he was
because
popping it.
the feds told the state drop that we'll pick it up.
Oh, that's what they do. That's what
That's
they
what I'm
do.
saying. So when
You
he
pull a
thought that
fast
he
one on
beat
them, they
that,
gonna pull one on you.
when he thought he beat that, you understand what I'm saying? He thought he was caught, but you was mocking the feds. They was like, oh yeah, you think this again? We gonna show you, boy.
Yeah. That's
Now
kind of
his son
like that brick,
Tootie,
baby.
now Tootie in the same jam. Now he didn't got caught with burners.
Yep, yep. I seen that. I seen
Now
that.
he shook. Now he like, what the? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
They
that's the
said
thing.
Charleston White told on them. I'm like, how did
It
he tell
doesn't
on?
matter. It doesn't matter because your
Yeah, it
son
don't
got caught
matter
with
if he
burners.
told on you. You was doing it. You was
You
doing
got
the
caught
crime.
with it. You got caught with it,
Yeah, you
bro.
got
Like
caught with it.
you feel what I'm saying? So my thing is that the gun laws in the South, it
Mhm.
seems like it's good, but then again, bro, it's not. It's really not because everybody in the South got a gun, damn near.
Kids too.
You're right. That's a fact. So
Yeah,
with
that's
that
why I
being
don't like it.
said, that's why the gun laws is so strict too. Because you get caught with it, bro, you gonna do some time or you telling to something. Something ain't right.
Yeah,
Something ain't right.
yeah, that's crazy though.
Now you have a
Wow.
better chance if you're not a felony and you get caught with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You got a better chance,
Right, right.
right? Because they're gonna go off prior history and all this. But you a
Mm-hmm.
felon with a gun, knowing you don't supposed to be around that or have that, and this and that
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, but you know, the average motherfucker that's living how they live, they gonna have that. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
they gonna have it regardless. That's what they
But
say until they
and
get caught with.
right in the South, everybody damn near got a gun. That's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it.
Like
In St.
felons or
Louis,
not.
in St. Louis, they said you better not even pump gas without your gun in your hand. I said,
Yeah, St.
damn,
Louis
I don't
get
want to
busy.
go there, man.
It get busy in St. Louis. I've been in St.
Yeah,
Louis. It get busy,
St. Louis
especially on the
got
east
that.
side. Especially on the east side of St. Louis.
Got some
Yeah,
cousins
I'm
out there.
cool.
You know, it's about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
East St.
cool.
Louis. There's a lot of gangs out there. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
Nah, for
gangs in
sure.
St. Louis. It's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. When I went to Kansas City not too long ago, it's probably like 2, 3 years ago when I went out there to KC, and it's a lot of gangs out there, bro. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. It's nice out there. You hear me? But it's a lot of that shit get cracking. You hear me?
It does, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember, like, I had to be in high school, and I went out there to Kansas City because my dad used to live out there way back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and he was trying to look at his old house down there, and we went by there and everything, and we saw the house, and then we was riding. I don't know what neighborhood we was at, but he wanted to go. The first house he went to, that was in the hood. My
Mm-hmm.
dad was like, "Yeah, we're gonna really go into the hood. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over here." So we
Probably
was
the east
riding and
side of
shit.
Kansas City.
It was like we was
So I was
by
on
the
the east side.
stadium. We were by the stadium.
Oh, you talking about by the Chiefs Stadium?
Yeah,
Oh,
we were by the Chiefs Stadium.
I think that's the east or the north, one of the two, cause I know exactly what you're talking about.
But
Yeah,
like I was saying, like we was in the neighborhood. Some neighborhood, this nigga was like, he was trying to cross the street, like, and he was like, he told us to stop. Like he had his hand out, like, hey, man, you know. He told the kids, he was like, come past. I mean, go across the street. Like y'all, but no, this is my neighborhood. Like, no, we gonna cross this street. Y'all can't pass through it until we walk by. Like I'm like,
mhm,
damn, man. Like I didn't spaz out because it's not my neighborhood. So I was like, yeah,
right.
man, we just get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I had been like, I think
Yeah,
I was like 15 at the time.
it get busy. It get busy in KC, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but like, it's a lot of gangs in KC, St. Louis. You dig what I'm saying? Cause you know Missouri is connected to Kansas City. You got the Kansas City, Missouri side, and you got the Kansas City,
Yep.
Kansas side.
Right.
The Kansas City, Missouri side, that's where it get busy at. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But
hmm
either one is right there. It's 10 minutes apart, like they right across the bridge.
Right. Right. Right.
But yeah, they get busy out there, man. But you know, I don't know too much about their laws or whatever, but
Me neither.
it's definitely a lot of gangs in both. Like St. Louis, definitely. St. Louis got a lot of Bloods and Crips. They got a lot of them.
Yeah,
Right.
They got
yeah,
a
no,
lot of
they
them.
definitely do, bro.
They got a lot of Bloods and Crips, like the clique called Dirty D Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Hmm.
them boys get active.
hmm I know Texas about that too. You know, big Tex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Dallas.
used to live in
You know,
Texas. I used to stay
Houston.
in
Yeah, they do a lot of click banging. They do a lot of click banging in St. Louis. They said, but I know out here that's what it is, bro. It's straight gangs, bro. Straight gang banging.
hmm
But I know in Philly, like where Doug from or whatever, they don't even really gang bang. They mostly like block bang, like
Oh, it's
you.
blocked.
That's
Mm-hmm.
how New Orleans is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like what block you from or what hood you from. Like you from the north side of Philly, you from like that's how they do it out there. You feel me?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hey, Jihad, you from New Orleans? You ever, you ever Jihad?
What
Yeah,
is
he
it?
from.
I said, you from New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, huh?
Yeah, I can tell, man. You sound like I ain't gonna lie, you sound something the Birdman, man.
You said
He do,
five.
man. I
You
said, you
said
sound like you
say
from New
five.
Orleans or
Hmm.
something.
Nah, I can't wait to do. As I'm looking at this thing on Butter, man. But yeah, I'm finna go get my son from school, man. I want to thank y'all for coming through. Hopefully y'all could follow this new channel that we created called Barbershop Talk. I'm about to
Barbershop
type it
talk.
up in the comments. We trying to get to 50 subscribers.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, so we could
I
go live
appreciate
off of
y'all.
that channel. And
Yeah,
we probably go live again in a few. I just need to grab my son, unless you want me to keep the live going, Jihad, or
Now go
what
ahead
you
and
want.
go ahead and do
Yeah.
your thing, brother. We can yeah, we're gonna do this thing together. You heard? We all gonna do this together. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Let me
energy
go
be.
grab my son. I
most
I
definitely,
appreciate
appreciate
most
it.
y'all.
definitely. Y'all be safe
Touch it
out
up.
there.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
y'all too,
All right.
man.
Most
Peace.
All right.
definitely.